Welcome to our exploration of the Andy Griffith Show, a beloved series that has become a slice of American culture. The show's heartbeat is its characters, with Sheriff Andy Taylor, his son Opie, and the lovable Deputy Barney Fife. The show's charm lies in its simple stories set in the fictional town of Mayberry, offering tales of life's joys and challenges. Andy Griffith, the show's lead actor and creative powerhouse, shaped the very soul of the Andy Griffith Show. He had a vision for Mayberry and its characters, ensuring each actor brought depth to their roles. However, the introduction of Meyer Pike, played by Dick Elliott, brought a new dynamic to the show. Initially, Andy Griffith had reservations about the character, fearing it would disrupt the balance of power in Mayberry. Despite these concerns, Meyer Pike became a beloved character, adding new dimensions to the stories and interactions in the show. Sadly, Dick Elliott's passing left a subtle void in Mayberry. The show chose not to replace Elliott or explain Meyer Pike's absence, leaving a nod to the respect the creators had for his contribution. Later, Mayor Roy Stoner, portrayed by Parley Baer, introduced a significant shift in Mayberry's dynamics. Unlike his predecessor, Mayor Stoner brought a stricter, more authoritative presence to the show, adding new challenges and conflicts to the narrative. While the on-screen world of Mayberry was a haven of warmth and simplicity, the off-screen reality of the Andy Griffith Show had its complexities. One notable aspect was the dynamic between Andy Griffith and Frances Bavier, who played the beloved Ampy. Despite the tension, the show never lost its essence, and the charm of Mayberry continued to captivate audiences. Join us as we delve deeper into the hidden conflicts of Mayberry, uncovering a story so intriguing it could be an episode of its own. The Andy Griffith Show, which aired from 1960 to 1968, offers a nostalgic portrayal of small-town life in America. Set in the fictional town of Mayberry, North Carolina, the show features endearing characters and comforting stories that have made it a beloved piece of American culture. Andy Griffith, the show's namesake and star, plays the role of Sheriff Andy Taylor, a widowed father to a young son, Opie. Known for his calm and patient demeanor, Sheriff Taylor is well respected by the townsfolk and often serves as a wise and compassionate figure. The show's supporting cast is equally endearing. Deputy Barney Fife, played by Don Knotts, is a bumbling but lovable character who often provides comedic relief. Aunt Bee, played by Frances Bavier, is the kind-hearted and nurturing housekeeper who looks after Opie and provides a motherly presence for Andy. The Andy Griffith Show stories often revolve around the daily happenings of Mayberry, with episodes exploring themes such as community, family, and friendship. The show's warm and wholesome tone has made it a favorite among viewers of all ages, and it has been ranked as one of the greatest television shows of all time. Despite its simple and straightforward premise, the Andy Griffith Show has had a significant impact on American culture. The show's portrayal of small-town life has resonated with viewers and has become synonymous with an idealized version of Americana. The show's enduring popularity is a testament to its timeless appeal and the enduring charm of its characters. In conclusion, the Andy Griffith Show is a quintessential piece of American culture that represents an idealized version of small-town life. With its endearing characters and comforting stories, the show has captivated audiences for generations and has left a lasting mark on American television. Andy Griffith is best known for his role as Sheriff Andy Taylor in the popular TV show, The Andy Griffith Show, but his contributions to the show went beyond just acting. Griffith was also a significant creative force behind the scenes, influencing every aspect of the show's production and storytelling. As Sheriff Andy Taylor, Griffith played the central character, a wise and compassionate small-town sheriff in Mayberry, North Carolina. His portrayal of the character was warm, humorous, and relatable, making him a beloved figure to audiences. Griffith's performance was so convincing that viewers felt as if they truly knew him and his character. Off-screen, Griffith was deeply involved in the show's creative process. He worked closely with the show's writers, providing input on the development of the characters and stories. Griffith's influence was evident in the show's gentle humor, down-home charm, and positive values. He was committed to creating a show that was both entertaining and uplifting, and his vision resonated with audiences. Griffith's impact on the show extended beyond just his acting and creative contributions. He also helped to establish a warm and supportive work environment on set. Griffith was known for his kindness, humor, and generosity, and he created a positive atmosphere that allowed the cast and crew to do their best work. In conclusion, Andy Griffith was a central figure in the Andy Griffith Show, both on and off screen. His portrayal of Sheriff Andy Taylor was warm, humorous, and relatable, making him a beloved figure to audiences. Griffith's creative contributions, positive work environment, and commitment to uplifting values helped to make the show a success. His influence on the show was significant and enduring, and his legacy continues to be celebrated by fans today. Andy Griffith, an accomplished actor, is well known for his role in the eponymous show The Andy Griffith Show. The introduction of Meyer Pike, played by Dick Elliott, added a new layer of authority and complexity to the show's dynamic. Meyer Pike was a character of significance, providing a counterpoint to Sheriff Taylor's down-home wisdom. Meyer Pike was a bumbling yet lovable character who brought a unique energy to the show. He was the top authority figure in the show's fictional town of Mayberry, and his interactions with Sheriff Taylor and Deputy Barney Fife were a staple of the program's humor. Despite his position of power, Meyer Pike was often outwitted by the more street-smart Sheriff Taylor, leading to some memorable comedic moments. Dick Elliott's portrayal of Meyer Pike was a perfect complement to Andy Griffith's Sheriff Taylor. Elliott brought a level of sophistication and pomp to the role, while Griffith brought a folksy charm. The two actors played off each other beautifully, creating a dynamic that was both entertaining and endearing. Meyer Pike's introduction also added a new layer of complexity to the show's storylines. With the addition of the mayor, the show was able to explore issues of power and authority in a small town setting. The character also provided a sounding board for Sheriff Taylor, allowing him to bounce ideas off of someone in a position of authority. In conclusion, the introduction of Meyer Pike, played by Dick Elliott, was a significant event in the history of the Andy Griffith Show. The character brought a new layer of authority and complexity to the show's dynamic, and his interactions with Sheriff Taylor and Deputy Barney Fife provided some of the program's most memorable comedic moments. Dick Elliott's portrayal of Meyer Pike was a perfect complement to Andy Griffith's Sheriff Taylor, and the two actors created a dynamic that was both entertaining and endearing. The sudden death of actor Dick Elliott, who played the role of Meyer Pike on the Andy Griffith Show, left a significant impact on the show's storyline and the Mayberry community. Elliott's passing occurred during the production of the show's third season, leaving the writers with the challenge of writing out his character. Meyer Pike was a beloved and integral part of the Mayberry community, and his absence was noticeable. The character's quiet departure was a result of the unfortunate circumstances, and the show's writers had to find a way to continue the story without him. The decision was made to not replace Elliott, and the character of Meyer Pike was gradually written out of the show. The absence of Meyer Pike left a void in the Mayberry community, and the show's writers had to adjust the storyline accordingly. The characters of Andy Taylor and Barney Fife had to take on more responsibilities in maintaining the peace and order in the town. The absence of Meyer Pike also led to the introduction of new characters, which brought a new dynamic to the show. Dick Elliott's passing was a loss not just for the show, but also for the fans who had come to love the character of Meyer Pike. The impact of his death was felt in the way the storyline was altered and the Mayberry community evolved. Despite the challenges, the show continued to be successful, but the memory of Meyer Pike and Dick Elliott lived on. The quiet writing out of Meyer Pike was a notable moment in the history of the Andy Griffith Show. It demonstrated the impact that a single character and actor could have on a show's storyline and the community it portrayed. The legacy of Dick Elliott and Meyer Pike continues to be felt and appreciated by fans of the show to this day. Andy Griffith, an accomplished actor, is best known for his portrayal of the sheriff in the popular 1960s TV show, The Andy Griffith Show. However, in a few episodes of the show's later seasons, Griffith also played the role of Mayor Roy Stoner, introducing a new dynamic to the otherwise peaceful town of Mayberry. As Mayor Stoner, Griffith portrayed a more authoritative figure, contrasting sharply with his predecessor, Meyer Pike, and adding new conflicts to the storyline. The character's strict and no-nonsense approach to governing the town brought about a different kind of tension, which made for some interesting episodes. Despite the contrasting personalities, Griffith was able to seamlessly transition between the two roles, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His portrayal of Meyer Stoner was a far cry from the lovable and easygoing Sheriff Taylor, but it was a testament to his ability to take on different characters and make them his own. As Meyer Stoner, Griffith was able to bring a new perspective to the show and challenge the status quo in Mayberry. His presence added a layer of complexity to the storyline, making the show even more engaging for viewers. In conclusion, Andy Griffith's portrayal of Mayor Roy Stoner in The Andy Griffith Show was a significant contribution to the show's success. His ability to take on different characters and bring them to life was a true testament to his talent as an actor. The contrasting dynamic between Mayor Stoner and Sheriff Taylor added new conflicts and made for some memorable episodes, leaving a lasting impact on the show's legacy. Andy Griffith and Frances Bavier, who played Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show, had a strained relationship off-screen. Despite the warm and friendly dynamic they portrayed on the show, the two actors had significant tensions behind the scenes. Griffith and Bavier's animosity stemmed from a variety of factors. Bavier, a private and reserved person, was uncomfortable with the constant attention and fan interaction that came with being on a popular television show. Griffith, on the other hand, enjoyed the spotlight and the perks of fame. Additionally, Bavier was often frustrated by the long hours and demanding schedule of shooting the show. She felt that the production staff did not take her concerns seriously and that Griffith was not supportive enough of her complaints. Griffith, for his part, was often annoyed by Bavier's prickly demeanor and perceived diva behavior. He felt that she was difficult to work with and that her constant complaints disrupted the positive atmosphere on set. Despite these tensions, both Griffith and Bavier were professionals and managed to maintain a cordial working relationship throughout the show's run. However, the off-screen tensions between the two actors were a stark contrast to the on-screen harmony and warmth they portrayed on The Andy Griffith Show. Andy Griffith's legacy and influence can be seen primarily through his beloved show, The Andy Griffith Show. Despite facing internal conflicts and changes during its production, the show remained a beloved portrayal of life in a small town. Set in the fictional town of Mayberry, North Carolina, the show followed the adventures of Sheriff Andy Taylor and his deputy Barney Fife. With its warm humor, gentle morality lessons, and endearing characters, the show became a staple of American television and continues to be popular in reruns today. One of the reasons for the show's lasting appeal is its portrayal of a simpler time and place. While the show was not without its social issues, such as racism and poverty, it presented a vision of small-town life that was free of the violence, cynicism, and political strife that often characterize modern television. Griffith's portrayal of Sheriff Taylor was also a key factor in the show's success. As a father figure, a lawman, and a friend, Taylor embodied many of the qualities that viewers admired and aspired to. He was kind, patient, and fair-minded, and he always seemed to find a way to solve problems without resorting to violence or aggression. Despite the many changes that occurred behind the scenes, the Andy Griffith Show maintained its charm and appeal. Even as the show's cast and crew came and went, the core values of the show remained the same, providing a consistent and comforting presence for viewers. Today, the Andy Griffith Show continues to resonate with audiences of all ages. Its portrayal of small-town life, its gentle humor, and its endearing characters have made it a classic of American television. And while Andy Griffith may no longer be with us, his legacy and influence continue to be felt, reminding us of the power of kindness, patience, and fair-mindedness in a world that often seems to have lost its way.